So how bad were the stats from last week? Pretty freaking bad. I almost lost half of my equity that I have in that account. I started with 6K, and at the end of the week I had 33.59. I didn't add Friday stats in there because I'm going to update it monthly, and as we all know, Friday was the first day of October. So what do we start? What do we do? Where do we go from here? I didn't trade the ES particularly well. I didn't trade the NQ particularly well. I stopped trading TF after Monday. So what do we do? What do you do? I considered trading gold on Friday. No. I have gotten very good over the past couple of months at trading crude oil. I've seen the most reward out of crude oil, but I've also seen a lot of risk, as stated in Thursday's statement, where I lost $1,450 in oil, if not more. So, where do we go from here? What do we do? We trade oil. I have lost $2,641 over the past 5 days. That's pretty pathetic for a $6,000 portfolio. But I realized what I did wrong. And the main things that I did wrong, number one, I was not focused. I was nervous. That's another one. The main issue that rose from the depths of last week was the fact that I over-leveraged myself. I was paying attention to too many things at once and couldn't concentrate on the main thing that I've been wanting to trade, but have been told by many people to not trade. I do better with things that move quicker because I can get in and I can get out. So here's what we're going to do. I trade 45 contracts, which means that I make 22 to 23 trades a day. I trade 45 contracts on a daily basis, which is about 10 trades if I'm trading 2 contracts of crude oil. Now, I have a 5-day target. If I make $528 in the next 5 days, I'll have made up my $2,641. That's my high target. My low target is 15 days, $176, which is very workable, which is actually in my growth model and is somewhat of my quota, shall we say, for my futures trading. So what do we do? Where do we go? What I'm going to end up doing is, over the next 5 days, attempt to absolutely wreck crude oil. I traded it very nicely on Friday, but I realized that I racked up way too many exchange and commission fees. So that's why I have a total of 22 to 23 trades a day, which means that on a 2-contract lot, I'll be taking 10 trades a day. That's legit. I'll take that, 10 to 11 trades a day. I need to nail it, and that's where it comes from. To prepare myself for the proper way to trade crude oil, I have a setup that I'd like to show you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch off here of my ugly mug, and we're actually going to go to my desktop, open this up, and we're going to do this so you can see it a little better. On the right, you have a 5-minute chart. On the left, you have a 2-minute chart. On the left, if we take a little zoom in here, and we zoom in, you can see that there are a couple of these awkwardly colored lines. What are these awkwardly colored lines? They're the 5 and 10-day simple moving averages. If you'll notice, I used to use those for my stock trading, and I would time intraday entries using this. It works very nicely with crude oil. So why do I have the 5-minute up? Why do I still have this nasty chart up that normally tears people up when it comes to the moves in crude oil? This has my SMI that we've been using for about 2 months straight now, on a 3/8 construct here. We also have the 34 EMA as well that acts as a resistance and support measure. What we're going to end up doing